Greetings. I'm Gold and Light, and this rising I'm going to be shedding some light. Now, this rising I'm going to be speaking. My hair itching, excuse me. This rising I'm going to be speaking about twin flames. Okay, this is part one. It's going to be extended version. This is going to be a lot because this is a lot of knowledge. This is something that I had an experience of, so I want to let you guys know. Now, actually, I do have notes, so if you see me browsing down or grab my notes, it's because I want to make sure I give you all the accurate information of all my experience because it's a lot. Now, the twin flames is one soul, okay? Split into two bodies, okay? So this why these connections is really deep, okay? They also symbolizes the yin yang, okay? The yin and the yang, okay, which represents balance. This was also an ancient practice. It's basically like polarity: masculine, feminine, negative, positive, dark, light. Can't have one without the other, okay? This is all a connection in the universe, connected to all living organisms, okay? All living things, okay? So, I'm gonna tell you my experience of my twin flame. Now, this is a deep soul recognition, okay? You can recognize them in the spiritual realm in 5D. You can feel them with you when they're not here. They can be miles away and you can still feel the energy of your twin flame. You can feel their emotions. And the whole purpose of this connection is for you all to grow. Okay? Grow and come together as one. But it's several different stages you go to. You have one that's going to run. You have one that's going to stay. You have one that's going to be chasing. You're going to have one that's going to be running. Okay? Why? It's because it's really strong. It's powerful. And then we trigger each other. So I'm going to trigger all the things that I'm reading from you. And you're going to be looking like, hold on. They're going to run because they don't want to deal with them triggers. And then they also going to run because they are afraid. They fearful. They never felt, experienced anything like this. And that's why you deal with those reactions in a twin flame connection. Okay? That is the main reason. Because it's looking like some people don't want to grow. They don't want to get uncomfortable, so they run from the situation. Okay, now I'm going to speak on my experience. I do believe that I had twin flames mixed up at first when I first awakened. When I did experience a twin flame, I don't know if you can have more than one, but listen to this. It might have been a soulmate because I experienced something like that where a guy, he felt really close to me. Like I met him before, but he could have been a soulmate. But a soulmate can be an actual person. It's another individual. As a twin flame, it is one person, one soul. You know what I'm saying? Split into two bodies. So it could have been a soulmate, and a soulmate could be a mother, a dad, a friend of some sort. It's just basically someone that you had an encounter with in a past life. Okay, so with these twin flame connections, you experience telepathy. You experience speaking like through vibrations and frequencies of basically connecting without communicating on the physical. Okay, so you're communicating in spirit, in the spiritual realm. Okay, so this helps you strengthen up your spirituality, your spiritual gifts. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get my notes, make sure I'm giving everything I want to give you guys. Like, it's an internal experience. It's a internal focus on yourself. Okay. It's also when you like label these connections with your divine counterpart, it scares them. It's kind of like, it makes them afraid. You know, they already like, what is this? I never experienced this. Why is this person on my mind? Like, why am I so attracted to this person? Why I wake up, I go to sleep, I eat, drink, and sleep this person? Like, that's why I said no one else can compare to these type of connections, because this your boo, this you, this you for real. Like, and when you know it and you feel it, and you are completely opposites. And I always used to be like, I want to find somebody like me, and I always used to say that. But now, since I'm having the overstanding of what these twin flame connections are, I'm like, I want to have someone that relates to me. Because y'all complete opposites. And that's the challenge, you know, like, but in every aspect of life, like, far as the divine feminine, she has a masculine side as well. The divine masculine has a feminine side. So in every aspect of the universe, it's all coexisting together, okay? And we need these chemical balance, okay? Like my ad. In the universe, we need it. Like, but it just depends on the relationship. Like, far as they say, far as they say, like, the male is more dominant or the female is more dominant, it don't have to be. Far as the woman has to take the place and she has to take a certain role and the male has to take a certain role. Why? Because some is dominant. You might have the male that's more dominant. You might have the female that's more dominant than that lead. So that's why we can't get so connected to these labels like that, okay? Because in our reality, it's about the being, it's about the relationship, okay? And like in some of these twin flame relationships, you have some that is, they both intelligent, but you have one that know more than the other. They have a different experience, far as their personalities is like really the same, but like far as one might be deep into magic and the other one might don't have knowledge to magic. But far as they childhood life, they experience the same thing in their childhood life. And like far as their personalities, it's really kind of mirror each other for in certain things. Like when I had first seen mine, I was just like shocked, like, wow. Then I'm just studying them, like, he is a beautiful soul, like he is amazing to me, like, and I'm seeing all the good in him. So it's like I'm ready to just grab him and just like, oh. So I'm like, I am too deep in. So I'm telling the ancestors, like, please, why I'm so connected? Like, you just like, you possess, like you get to keep on thinking about it. And I'm like, I gotta make this go away. Like, I gotta release this. And just do me, like work on me. I gotta release it because I'm like too attached. You know that Monica song, like, that make me want to come past your house and sit, smack your chick. Like, ooh, that's how these connections be having you like, oh my goodness, like really? And you don't even want to let them go because you know that you the perfect match. And you be like, just stuck to them. But what it is you have to release them. You gotta let them go so they can grow. Okay? And you gotta quit thinking about it. Because the more you think about it, and it's really deep because it's gonna be on your mind 24/8 all the time, you know. So you have to like focus on yourself. Just go on, you know, kind of like withdraw from it, okay? And it'll happen in divine time, and they'll come to you. And I know harder it's harder said. It's easier said, I'm sorry, than it's done, because this is really deep. I'm probably said this 1,000 times, but it's really, hold on, it's just so much. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a video in the description below, excuse me, that explains the yin and yang, and it really has some powerful quotes on there that I'm actually going to take, and I'm going to put that in my office, you know. But I hope you all get through to these connections. I really I'm rooting for you all, because this is, like I've been saying, and you'll probably hear me say this is a connection that's written in the stars. It's just a lot of work, okay? And the greatest thing out of these connections, the biggest part of the assignment, is who you both become, okay? Who you both become. So always remember, try to release, you know. It's okay to hold on a little bit, but just like release and just focus on yourself if you're dealing with these connections, and that will help you. Let me look at my notes, make sure I got everything that will help you. Excuse me. So when you let go of the outcome, they stop running, okay? I already said it's an internal experience. It is unconditional love, and it's peace. It's peace once you do all your necessary work that you need to do, okay? You see these persons in your dreams. You have sexual dreams. It triggers your spiritual awakening. You do have similar life experiences. You have the chaser and a runner experience. You mirror each other. You both learn life lessons from one another, okay? It's like mind is all, and these connections is in your mind, they're in your soul. They're really intense. So like, far as my experiences, I just know I become the better person than I were before. And you do channel these feelings really deep. So I'm going to look more deep into this twin flame to see, like, is it only one person? From my experience, I did feel like it was just this one person that made me feel like no other, okay? And you feel it, If your intuition is telling you, that's what it is. I'll be back with a part 2. Peace, love, light, and also darkness.